It's almost time to open that pod. What's up, my Days for Last peeps? This is my review for today's episode, March 3rd, 2026. And so, the pod lady got some visitors. Well, one spent the night with her. That's Owen. He washes the pod at night for Dr. Rolf. Make sure the temperature is just right. Gotta keep it cold so that she doesn't defrost, basically, until it's time. So, anyway, he's sitting up there talking to her, just like examining inside or whatever. And I'm like, oh, Lord. But then he has like a vision or whatever where the pod opens and Stephanie sits up. And I'm like, oh, Lordy. But, anyways, through their conversation, she basically gives him the idea of, sticking her in the pod and just going off. So, that's what he wants to do with Stephanie, I guess. Once the pod lady, aka Lexi Carver, is evicted, he will stick Stephanie in there and then take them out of town. Yeah, and basically he's planning on killing Jeremy somehow, some way. I don't think that he will be able to do everything that he wants to do, but it'll be fun to see how he will try and pull it off. But anyway, Stephanie and Jeremy, they're sitting in their little room, so they're in and part of the secret lab within the lab, basically. So, but that was like last week when EJ was letting them to Salem PD go in and look around and stuff. I'm like, oh lordy, how's he gonna hide like the whole pod and stuff? So the pod is hidden within the lab. So it's like probably like a hidden door or wall or something to get to the other side. And I'm like, it's Salem PD, so it could have just been a simple door that that's all, but they didn't go inside after all. And we did not see them actually go in there. So who knows? But yeah, Jeremy and Stephanie's talking about how she's cold and thirsty, and she should have took the water from Owen yesterday. And I'm like, yeah, you should have. I mean, like, what's the worst you can happen? You're already chained to handcuffed to a chair. I don't know, but they figured out that since Owen had, gagged them and stuff. They're like, they figured there's somewhere where somebody could possibly hear them scream or whatever. But Stephanie did apologize to Jeremy. I swear she did that yesterday too. So this is the second apology. But yeah, girl, yeah, you really messed up. So they're just chatting, and Stephanie filled him in about Owen and what happened and everything. So yeah, I don't get why all these dudes are so obsessed with Stephanie. I don't get it. But anyways, the pod lady also got a visit from EJ, Rolf, and Gwen went to go see them after EJ and Gwen were at home and Xander was still there. Lordy, and they ate EJ's biscuits. Not biscuits, his muffins before Xander left. And EJ and Gwen went to go to the pod. Now, when they were there, um but notice that Stephanie was looking at her finger. She doesn't have a ring. Owen took it off. I don't know if they showed him taking it off or not, but I remember that he had put it in the trash can, and while there, it looks like Gwen looked in the trash can, so that means she would have saw the ring. Mm. Yeah, and Owen was talking mess about it too. It was like he's a curiosity, but he gave me this crappy ring or something along those lines. But looks like Gwen saw the ring, so I wonder if she will look at it, take it out the trash, or mention it to somebody later. I don't know. But Dr. Rolf said it's almost time, so wonder if it's gonna be this week or next week when they actually open it and let Lexi out. But we shall see. Um, Theo is working with Johnny until I guess Theo feels ready that he can um work there by himself, but that's not gonna happen because Abe is already working with EJ on a plan to get Theo away from Demir, and EJ wants Johnny to head up Demir, and it looks like Johnny kind of wants to do it, but because it's Chanel, he doesn't think that's a good idea. But I don't know, but we know that Johnny and Chanel will be gone by, I believe, September. They said 'cause they just wrapped up their scenes last month. Who was it? I think it was Carson that mentioned. No, what somebody that got fired mentioned it. I can't remember who it was. I saw it on something. But anyway, so their scenes probably wrapped up by September, end of September, based on the way that they filmed so far ahead. So, yeah, so they were just talking at the mirror. I don't remember everything they said. I wasn't listening that closely. But anyway, Xander went to go talk with Kate, so they have a plan on getting getting Kiriakis. Getting Titan back in working order. Kate doesn't like that they gave Titan as a collateral. But Xander's like, Maggie did that, I can't say no to Maggie. Who says no to Maggie? But Kate has an idea, because Adrian Bonnie had a book and she shopped it at Kiriakis first. Titan. Why I keep saying cat? It's because soaps, always the rich family, their business is usually named after the person, except for like Jabot and Young and the Restless, and of course, Titan on Days of Our Lives. So that's why I just went for Kiriakis. Titan. So Adrian. Bonnie shopped it to Titan first, but because they're in such a legal bind, they couldn't take on the book. That's what Kate said. But then she gave it to Johnny to look over, and Johnny wants to rush it to print now. So it makes me wonder, was Kate doing that just because she thought it was a good idea for Titan at the time, and then now thinking about it being a way to sue the Mirror for copyright? I think they said it was. Or did Kate was this her plan all along, to get Titan back up? Hmm. Gotta wonder. But yeah, so basically gonna end up suing the mayor, which is not gonna look good for Johnny. That would definitely help Theo win CEO spot. But I don't know. But that's gonna be nasty. EJ is not gonna be happy with Kate. Roman is definitely not gonna be happy with Kate. But I approve. It's been a while since Kate's done some underhanded shit that, she just loves to do. I still don't understand how she never did anything to Xander after he whooped Philip's ass last year. But and now she's working with him. I don't know. Maybe this is still her. Maybe this is the way to work Xander 2 in the end. I don't know. But we shall see how that all plays out, and how Lexi coming out of the pod will affect Theo working with Demira, because Lexi, while she was in with the mayor business and stuff. Well, she was a doctor, but she was mixed up still with her father, but then eventually, pulled away from him, was more Carver than the mayor. I'm sure she's not gonna be happy with Theo. Makes me wonder also, because you know how they bring people back from the dead, they usually don't have a memory or something. But I don't know. I feel like they probably, now that they have this whole lab and stuff, maybe Rolf has perfected his drugs. So then when Lexi wakes up, she remembers everything there is to remember about herself. Yeah, good way to stick it to Paulina too, because EJ just you piss off EJ, he will still find a way to screw you over. But I was thinking about today and with Owen. Oh, Owen was in the scene with EJ, Gwen, and Rolf, but I'm sure that EJ has to know that Owen's in town. So it makes me wonder, does EJ know that Owen is the one behind Stephanie's kidnapping? Or he knows that Owen's back, but he's not suspecting that Owen has something to do with Stephanie. Hmm. I really don't think that EJ is. I don't think EJ is innocent in this because I don't know. It's just I don't think that he would. He had to have known. I think I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's EJ. He will do messed up stuff even when you don't think that he would be involved in something. Yeah. Like with the hospital. You never knew why he was interested in the hospital until this whole pot thing. But Yeah, and Owen sent that was that picture frame to Alex and Stephanie, but EJ, Alex thought that it was a bug in there, and EJ went there to show him where the bug was. So I'm like, and Owen sent the frame in EJ's name to make him think that EJ sent it. Hmm. Now I wonder, is EJ a part of this whole thing, or he's just an accessory after the fact? I don't know, but I think it is funny how EJ was the one that found the bug in the picture frame, because knowing Alex, he might have missed the whole thing. But now I think about it, did they take that? Did the police take that to examine it? I wonder. I can't remember. I'm assuming he did. But this is Alex. He was kind of passed out on the couch, and Justin had came over, and Alex was just mad at himself because they couldn't pull off the scheme to catch whoever kidnapped Stephanie. He's still saying Jeremy, but of course we don't. We know it's not Jeremy, but they don't know. But they got flowers, flyers all over the square and everywhere trying to find them. But good luck with that. Um, oh lordy. Oh yeah, Jeremy. How he saw Owen at the school when Owen dropped off the put the phone within his stuff, and he just followed Owen to the lab and then was trying to get Stephanie out of there, but Owen came back faster than he thought it would. So well, we also talked about that yesterday. So I don't know. I'm starting like blurring the scenes from yesterday and today. I don't know. But what do you think? Do you think EJ is guilty in Stephanie's kidnapping or accessory after the fact? Let me know in the comments below. And what do you think about today's episode? Also, leave that in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe for more Days of Our Lives videos. And I talk about the other four soaps as well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully, maybe, please, please. I know. Please watch my next video. I'm shut up. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Bye.